Hi everyone, I'm going to show you how to make your scaled down shrunk version of the solar system. So first, it's good to understand how this table works. Here you have the actual diameter in miles of the different objects in our solar system, including the moon down here. And so you can see that the diameter is the width of the widest part of that sphere, so from one end to the other. So Mercury is 3,032 miles in diameter. The actual distance from the sun in miles is also listed here as well, and it's also given to you in scientific notation. And the way that you read this is 3.60. E stands for times 10 to the, and then there's a 7 here, so it's times 10 to the 7th power. So 3.6 times 10 to the 7th is how you read this. We're going to be working with the scaled versions, however. So what we did is we shrunk the Earth down to 1 inch, and then we scaled everything else to match that. So if the Earth is 1 inch big, then that means that the sun is about 9.08 feet in diameter, which means it is taller than your door frame. It is most likely approximately from your floor to a little bit less than your ceiling. So that's how huge the sun is in relationship to our Earth, which is about the size of a grape. But the important thing to note is the scaled distance from the sun. This is going to be in feet for the first few and then in miles for the rest of them. So for Mercury, it is 378 feet away from the sun if the Earth were 1 inch long. So everything has been scaled down so that it matches each other. Okay, so we're going to start by going to Google Maps, and we're going to create a new map. So go to the link that we gave you, which I believe was google.com/mymap, something like that. You can check the slides. And then we're going to title our map real quick. So we're just going to double click on Untitled Map, and we're going to call it Scaled Version of the Solar System. And the sun is Q2 at NVMS. Okay. And now I have to actually go to New Valley Middle School because it opens up a United States map. So I'm going to type in New Valley over here, click our school, and then I'm going to close this because I don't need this bubble here. I just want to put in my classroom, which is Q2, which is located over here. So click on this, and I'm going to call it the sun. And the sun, if we look back on our slides, it is 9.08 feet in diameter. So I do want to list that so I know. And I'm also going to add a picture over here of the sun. I want to do a Google image search and type in sun, hit enter, and then pull out one of the pictures and hit save. So now we have the sun, which is the center of our solar system. So the next planet that we're going to put in is Mercury, because it's the closest from the sun. It's about the size of a pencil eraser at this scale. So again, the sun is 9 feet, and then the next planet is a pencil eraser. It is 378 feet away from the sun. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to click on this little ruler right here that says measure distances and areas. So I'm going to click where my sun is, which is Q2, and I'm going to measure 378 feet. Ooh, so close. That's fine, 379. I'm going to double click, and then I'm going to place a new pin. So add a marker and place a pin right here. This is going to be called Mercury, and its diameter is 0.38 inches. So 0.38 inches, which is the size of a pencil eraser. And then I'm going to look up a picture of Mercury. And hit select. Okay, so now I've created my sun and my first planet, and all of the planets are going to be in relationship to how far they are from the sun. So for this one, it's really interesting to note that even if our sun is 9 feet in diameter and Mercury is the size of a pencil eraser, we'd basically have to place it all the way in the courtyard close to the library in order to get an actual proper distance going. So I'll show you how to do the next planet in another video.